Hey, what's up, Panther Nation? This is at MC Fong from Twitter. I just wanted to make a video real quick to get something off my chest, and that is Seahawk fans need to shut up, all right? We're 15-1. We ran through our schedule this year, and we beat everybody up except for that game in Atlanta, which is always tough against a divisional opponent. And they're struggling against teams like the Rams. Come on, seriously. Anyway, I just wanted to go over a couple things. First, Seattle is going to have a rough game against the Vikings without Lynch. I know Lynch has been injured and he's had a kind of rough year, but they ain't winning without a running back. Rawls is injured. They don't really have anybody to run the ball, and they're going to need that in the cold weather. So I think they're going to struggle to win. And then even if they do make it to us, I don't see them winning the game because first, we're at home. Secondly, each time that Lynch has played against us, he hasn't really done that much. We've held him to under 100 yards pretty much each time. And I think he's only scored maybe like a touchdown or two in the matchups in the last like 2 years. So anyway, running backs haven't even been effective against our D-line this year anyway. We've had two 100-yard rushers this year. And that was Doug Martin in the first matchup against the Bucks. And then Jennings when we played the Giants. That's it. Two 100-yard rushers all year long. So even if Lynch plays against us in the next round, I don't see him doing that much. So then that leaves a couple options for us to be able to beat him. All we got to do is limit Russell Wilson, keep him in the pocket. And then to me, we need to put bracket coverage on Baldwin and make somebody else beat us on that team. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not scared of anybody on their wide receiver core besides Baldwin. Because Baldwin has beat us a couple times in the past. If anybody remembers when Baldwin went up against Trey Boston, yeah, that was a little rough. But anyway, so I don't see Seattle being able to come into Charlotte and beat us. As far as the other NFC teams, like everybody else, the only other one I really worry about is the Cardinals. And to me, I think we could still beat the Cardinals. They have a decent defense, but losing Honey Badger for the year was pretty rough. And then they got Johnson, the rookie, running the ball, but we'll see how consistent he is in the playoffs. And then their wide receiving core is a little bit of an issue, but I still think our D-line, especially KK, can get to the quarterback and rush Palmer. Because if Palmer's not on his spot, he has no scrambling ability at all. So we pretty much shut that whole offense down if we can get to the quarterback, which I think we will in the playoffs. Going to the AFC, I don't really see that many issues with any of those teams either. If Cincy makes it to the next round, they got AJ Green and Eifert, but I think we could shut them down as well because they got a kind of the same issue as the Arizona. Dalton is not mobile. We can get to him pretty easy, I think. They do have two good running backs, which will help them out a little bit. But again, running backs aren't going up against us this year and doing anything. So then if you go to New England, their team's pretty beat up. The O-line's beat up. Brady's beat up. And I would like that Super Bowl rematch if we can get that. But we'll see if they can even get past the Broncos if they end up playing them. With Denver, you guys have watched them this year, okay? If Peyton Manning's starting, I'm not really worried about the offense. He can't even throw the ball like he used to. That O-line is capable of getting beat, and their running game hasn't been on point all year long. So I'm not worried about their offense. Their defense, on the other hand, they might give our O-line a couple issues with some of the dudes that they got playing, like Ware, Von Miller. They can get to the quarterback, so that could be maybe an issue. But overall, I think it's going to be us against either the Broncos or the Patriots. So chalk that up. I'm going to say right now, the Panthers versus Patriots. We'll see what happens, but that's my prediction for the playoffs. But anyway, I'm going to sign out. Those are just my thoughts before we head into the wild card weekend. I'll post another video up later maybe. Keep pounding, Panther Nation.